Well, good morning everyone. Hope you're doing good and having a great week. To all my returning subscribers, thank you for your support. And to all our viewers and those recently subscribed, thank you and welcome to this channel. So today we're going to do an update to my vintage and generic silver challenge collection. For those who've been following my channel, you will know that I've set myself a challenge to collect all the vintage and generic silver rounds that I can find right here in Singapore. Right here in this collection box, we have this tray over here with all my generic silver rounds, while over here we can see all my vintage silver rounds. For this video, we'll be adding 5 generic silver rounds to this collection. They are all from the United States and they are all based on United States coinage. But before we get into them, do leave me a like if you enjoy this sort of content and don't forget to share and subscribe. So, let's get into it. Okay, I'll start with these 3 Buffalo silver rounds. They may look the same to all of you, but there are some differences among them, which I'll share when I go through each round one at a time. Now all the 5 silver rounds that I have here, which I'll be adding to the collection, have essentially the same specifications among them. So I'll share that right now. These rounds are minted in 395 silver. They have a weight of around 31.1 grams or 1 troy ounce, a diameter of between 38 to 39 millimeters, and a thickness of between 2.5 to 3 millimeters with a reeded edge. Alright, with that out of the way, let's start with the Buffalo silver rounds. These rounds were based on the US Buffalo nickels, which were minted between 1913 to 1938. The rounds were designed by James Earl Fraser, and the first round that I have here is from the Silvertown Mint. Now the Mint actually produced 2 different types of rounds, a dated round and a non-dated round. The one that I have here is dated, and the year that is on the round is 2002. These rounds were actually minted between 2001 to 2016. Right on the obverse of this beautiful round, you can see this design of an Indian head with the word Liberty right up here. This round is in coin orientation, so if I flip it around, you can see this design of the buffalo. And right above, you can see the words United States of America and the Latin word E pluribus unum, which means out of many, one. And below that, we have the composition of the metal. Now you won't see the mint mark for the Silvertown Mint, but one way that you can identify that this round comes from that mint is through the font of the composition of metal, which goes from a small size to a big size right in the middle, and again back to small. Let's move on now to the second Buffalo round. As you can see, this round has essentially the same design with the Indian head on the obverse and the word Liberty, but right below you don't see a date, and if I was to flip this over, this round is in coin orientation. You can see that this round is minted by the Golden State Mint. Now the Mint is currently still producing these rounds, and you can find these rounds in various weights from as small as 1/10 of a troy ounce to as large as of 1 troy ounce. These 1 ounce buffaloes from the Golden State Mint are practically sold out here in Singapore and quite difficult to find, so I was really happy to find this really nice example to add to my collection. The final round that I have here is not from the United States. This is actually minted by the European Mint. You can tell by looking at the finish on the surface of the round, the weaker stripe on the image of the Indian head, and the date over here, which is 2023. So this round was recently produced. It is in a metal orientation, and right on the back you can see again the image of the buffalo, the words United States of America, the Latin words E pluribus unum, and the composition of metal right below. I think of the 3 rounds that I have in my collection right now, the final one from the European Mint is my favorite. A really nice finish on it. We'll move on now to the Indian head silver rounds. I have 2 to show you. We'll start with this one here. These rounds are based on the US Indian head gold eagle coins, which were minted from 1908 to 1929. The designer of those coins was Bella Lynn Pratt, and those coins were issued in $2.50 to $5 denomination. Here on the obverse, we can see this beautiful design of an Indian head surrounded by some stars, and the head is facing to the left with the word Liberty right above. Do note that during that time, it was a legal requirement to have the word Liberty on all US coinage. This round is in metal orientation, and here on the reverse, we can see the design of the eagle with the words United States of America right above, the composition of the metal right here, with the words fine silver right below, and here the words in English, In God We Trust. This round was minted by the Highland Coins and Jewelry Refiners based out in Melbourne of Florida. And if I turn to the obverse, you can see the mint mark of the refiner right below the Indian head, HCJ. Highland Coins was set up in 1981 and it eventually evolved into the Highland Mint in 1989. So this round here was produced in the 1980s and can be regarded as a vintage round. We come now to the final silver round of this video, and this is probably my favorite design of this collection. This Indian head round is based on the US Indian head cent, which was minted between 1859 to 1909. The designer of that coin was James Barton Longacre, and on this round you can see this Indian head right on the front, facing to the left, and right on his hairband, or his feather band, you can see the word Liberty. This round is in medal orientation, and if I show you the reverse, we can see the familiar shield and reef design of the Indian head cent. Right below the shield, we can see the composition of the metal, 1 troy ounce silver, 3 nice fine. There are no mint mark anywhere on this round, so I can't tell you who actually manufactured this, but I can tell you that an awesome content creator on YouTube in our community, Poor Man's Gold, actually do have one of these. And in this video where he featured this round, he did mention that this is also one of his favorite design. And I can actually concur with that. Really pretty. Alright, I have all the 5 silver rounds in the quadrant square capsules, so let's just go ahead and put them into the tray. Now, doesn't that look really awesome? Again, all these rounds here, well, most of them was got right here in Singapore, basically through private sale or from the bullion store. And having now come to the middle of this year, I think this challenge is going on really well. And I believe that by the time I come to the end of the challenge, at the end of this year, this collection box is probably going to be full. And with that, I guess that will do it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed watching me add these buffalo rounds and Indian head rounds to this collection here. And stay tuned to my channel as I add more rounds which are based on US coinage to this tray right over here. If you do have any questions or comments, please leave them below. Otherwise, don't forget to leave me a like if you have enjoyed this content, and be sure to hit that share and subscribe buttons down here if you have not done so. As always, from everybody over here, you all please take care, be safe, and have a nice day.